This is Brian, Atlanta Hot Tub Center and Tub Talk 101. And today we're going to talk about buying a used hot tub. Now this is a hot topic and really quite frankly has been for a long time. It's something that really interests people because you can get a really good deal, a really good bang for the buck buying a certified pre-owned hot tub. This video, a lot of it's going to be, what you might want to look for if you're going to purchase a hot tub used. This will also go over the process that we go through here so that you can kind of gauge if you should or shouldn't just go out into the market and buy a used hot tub. Guys, to give you an idea, I'm sitting down at our workbench today. Behind Dusty, I've got a big Mac toolbox. I've got a whole mill shop over here to the right. We probably have close to $50,000 or $60,000 in tools and equipment and machinery to refurbish hot tubs. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, what do you need all that for? Well, that's what we're going to get into today. All right. If you do like this video, please like and subscribe. It helps us to grow our channel so we can help more people find the perfect hot tub for them and their families. All right. So let's dive in a little bit, guys. All right. So I took the tubs off of these racks this afternoon so that I would be able to show you these racks. As you can see, these are custom racks. We went to a metal and welding fabricator, basically, who engineered and put these racks together for us. These racks can hold upwards of about 20,000 pounds. Now, we're never really going to get close to that on these racks, maybe 5,000 or 6,000 pounds at most. And really, I think they could probably hold north of that, really. They're overbuilt. You could probably land a jet airplane on here if you wanted to. But the point of these racks, guys, is that you could put a hot tub up here and you could fill it up with water, okay? And you could track down any leaks or do any repairs from underneath. So if if a customer neglected a hot tub for many years, it rotted out, animals got in, there was a bunch of leaks, but it's still a good tub, still a good shell. We could actually bring it in here, set it on one of these racks, set up these supports correctly, fill it up with water, and be able to go up from underneath it and track down all the leaks and do the repairs, okay? It's kind of a niche market. So we get our hot tubs mostly from dealers. What happens is a customer trades in their hot tub to a dealer, the dealer calls us, and we'll go and make a deal with the dealer and bring it in. There's not a lot of dealers out there that want to have this type of setup. It costs a lot of money, of course, and then of course on top of that you have to have the employees and so forth who can do the work. So it's just it's just another side to the hot tub business that a lot of people don't know about. We even get people who drop off their hot tubs from Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, all over the place, right? And they say, hey, I don't have anybody. I got a 10, 15-year-old hot tub. I ended up neglecting it, or I didn't put it in a good spot, and it's got some leaks, it's got some problems. Instead of buying a new one, can you refurbish it for me? Of course. And they bring it over here. We grab it with our forklift. We put it up here, and we go to work. We actually stay on a waiting list doing this work, believe it or not. So, we've probably got 30 tubs in front of us to get refurbished, to give you an idea. And a lot does go into a refurbished hot tub. So let's take a look at a hot tub that might end up getting refurbished, and then we're going to take a look at some other hot tubs once they're actually done to try to give you kind of the before and after. So let's go over here. This just happens to be a hot spring hot tub, and it's here to be refurbished. And as you can see, there's a lot of rot here, right? And I got a pry bar here just so I can kind of show it to you, right? I mean, you can even get a little closer if you want. You can really kind of see all this rot in here. I can kind of peel this back a little bit, and you can really see how soft that is. All of that is rot. And we're going to pull these panels off, and we're going to repair all of that. We're going to replace all of that wood, right? We're going to take care of this. We're going to get this thing back to 110%. Anything that's wrong with the motors or electronics, we're going to take care of that. But if you were a consumer, a customer, or not a customer, excuse me, a consumer, if you were a person that was going to buy a hot tub from another person on Facebook Marketplace, let's say, for example, and this was flipped on its butt, you would never see any of this rot. And you would get it all the way to your house and then realize that you have a big project on your hands. because this helps to support the tub, right? And the plumbing and everything else. So this, you don't want all this rot here. That's not good, right? That's going to shorten the life of this hot tub dramatically. So this does need to be repaired. So with that being said, right, you never know exactly what it is that you're buying, and that's why you really, really want to be careful. So some tips, right? If you're going to buy a hot tub, take some of the paneling off the sides. Feel up underneath the panels in the corners, right? Make sure the hot tub is 110% running, hot and everything. Take the door off, fire everything up. Make sure it's all, nothing's leaking, that everything's running, that the tub is heating. Those are important things that you can do before you purchase a hot tub from somebody. You should never purchase a hot tub that isn't up and running. I've seen this happen. It's unfortunate, and I feel really, really bad for the buyer when it does happen, because normally the tub has a significant amount of issues, right? So just buyer beware, be careful. You could also have a leak in like the foot dome, right? The foot dome's below all of this. This is foam. So below of all this is a foot dome, and if you were to have a leak there, how would you ever get to it at your house? You wouldn't. You'd have to call me, and we would have to come and we would pick it up and bring it back, and we would have to refurbish it. So it's very, very, very important that you do your checks and balances. You know, and I normally do not suggest unless the tub is super, super new, I normally don't suggest a customer going to buy a hot tub out in the open market from somebody else, because you just never know what you're getting. Even if it's all up and running, you don't know if there's an intermittent issue. You don't know if there's a slow leak, right? You know, if they just filled it up and there's a really slow leak, you might not notice it till you get it to your house. So there's just a lot of different things that can happen. And so it's important for you to understand what it is that you're getting, okay? So over here, I've got a jacuzzi hot tub here, and this is about a 15-year-old jacuzzi hot tub, okay? And there's a jet right here in the middle that was leaking, right? You would never get to that in the field, right? So, and this has an ABS pan that goes up the sides, right? So it's going to hold that water in the pan. You may show up at that customer's house and never know that it had a leak. And then you get it home and you just start seeing the water dropping in the hot tub, right? So now you think you saved a lot of money on buying a used hot tub, but at the end of the day, now you're paying us $2,000, $3,000 to come pick it up, do the repair, and bring it back. And it's not an easy job, guys. When it comes in here, we've got to take the base off, put it on the rack, fill it up with water. You got to wire it up. You got to fill it up. You got to get it going. You got to let it leak. Then you got to track the leak down. Then you got to unwire it. Then you got to drain it. Then you got to get the manpower to flip it upside down. Then you got to do the repair. Then you got to flip it back over, put it back on the forklift, put it back on the rack, wire it, fill it, go through the whole process again. It's not an easy process. It's very labor intensive. So again, be very, very careful when buying when buying a used hot tub from somebody else. So let me show you some finished products, right? So this is the stuff we get into and we fix and get going. And of course, we sell certified pre-owned hot tubs, right? And we paint them and everything else. So let's get into some finished products. So come on over this way. So all of our certified pre-owned hot tubs, they go through 128 rigorous inspection, right? We make sure that everything is 110% before it goes to a customer's house. And we back it by an Atlanta exclusive 1-year warranty parts and labor. No one else gives a 1-year warranty parts and labor on a certified pre-owned hot tub. We do that because we're making sure we're meticulous and making sure that we're doing it and doing it right, that hot tub is 110% before it leaves this shop. So this is a finished product, okay? And, this has been primed and painted. You can come and look at the interior. It's a very, very good-looking hot tub, and it's got no rot. It's got a 1-year warranty. Of course, we have everything that we've done to it here, okay? Here's a much older unit that's certified pre-owned as well. Much older unit here. This is about a 20-plus year old Hot Spring Sovereign. You know, here's another one here. And as we keep going, you can see more tubs. We have a Caldera here. And again, guys, we have really spent the time to make sure that everything is 110%. I guarantee you that there's not a leak in any of these hot tubs, that all the electronics work properly. It's ready to go, ready to be used, and ready to be enjoyed. Here's a Bullfrog over here. Now, here's the trick. You're going to pay a little bit more to get a certified pre-owned hot tub from us, no question. But as you can see from that station over there, that we spend a lot of time and energy into making the hot tub right before we sell it, right? So you got to make a little bit of a decision. If you want to gamble, you can go ahead and gamble. But you're talking about 220 volts of power, electricity, water, and plumbing. To me, I don't like to gamble. I don't like the odds. And that's an opinion, right? It's not like buying a baseball bat, right? Or a baseball glove, or some basketball shoes, or a t-shirt, right? That's not what you're buying here, right? So you just want to make sure that you do your checks and balances and get a good tub. This is Brian at Atlanta Hot Tub Center and buying a used hot tub. Thank you.